Oh, there's some groovy music on this morning. I don't know if you can hear it. I was talking that. That's terrible. Anyway, I was moving to it and it was getting criticised. I hope you're having a good week. This coming Lord's Day, it's communion in the evening. Next week, of course, it's Thanksgiving. And heads up for December 7th, which is our congregational meeting. Those are all my announcements. One of the most important books I ever read, and I would commend it to you, is by David Martin Lloyd-Jones, a British preacher. And his classic work is on the Sermon on the Mount. That one book, I think, has shaped certainly the way in which I live my Christian life, in that it's so practical. Let me give you just one illustration. In Matthew chapter 7, Jesus says three things. He says, "Judge not that you be not judged." He says, "Don't give what's holy to the dogs." And he says, "Beware of false teachers." Judge not, don't give what's holy to dogs, beware of false teachers. There's an apparent contradiction there, isn't there? But once you bury more deeply into it, you discover that what he's saying is that we're not to judge people's motives. When he talks about judge not, he's saying don't look at what someone does or says and try and evaluate why they're doing it. We tend to do that by nature. That tends to be our default setting. So-and-so didn't talk to me this morning, so they must be ignoring me, or somebody walked past, they're ignoring me. We project what we think their motive is, but we can't know their motive. Only God knows our motives, the motives of the heart. So only God can judge the intents of the heart. We can't do that. On the other hand, we can discern between good and evil, between right and wrong. So when Jesus goes on to say, don't give what's holy to the dogs, he's warning us that there are some people who will only abuse holy things, holy truths. They won't listen, they won't evaluate it carefully, they'll use it against you rather than for the glory of God. And when he says, watch out for false teaching, he's saying, be discerning in what you listen to. We can judge a person's actions and their words, but we can't judge a person's motives. I think that's a good rule of thumb, really, for us to put into practice today, perhaps at work, and in our relationships within the church. Have a good rest of the week, and keep dry and keep warm.